This is the brand new Galaxy Watch 7. While it may look similar to last year's Galaxy Watch 6, the Galaxy Watch 7 features a more powerful processor and a more accurate health tracking with some personalized AI wellness tips. But is it worth the upgrade, or should you wait for the Galaxy Watch 8? Well, let's go ahead and find out. You can still choose between the 40mm and 44mm sizes, and there are two colors available for each model. There is green on both of them, but you can only get the cream color on the 40mm and the silver color on the 44mm. The model that I have here is the 40mm version in the cream color. So the casing has a gray tone to it, and in certain lighting conditions it looks more gray than cream, but it does look really good. Now here's a side-by-side comparison with the green one. I honestly like the look of the green one a little bit more than the cream one. So my wrist measures roughly 8.5 inches, and I went with the small/medium watch band. The watch band closes on the last fourth hole, and it also closes on the fifth to last one, but that one feels a little too tight and it gets uncomfortable real quick. Now, as for the medium and large watch band, this fits me on the third and fourth hole from the beginning. I hope that this helps you in selecting a watch band size. Since I pre-ordered this watch, it came with a free fabric watch band. I found this band to be way more comfortable since you can get a finer fit. But this white color was not it. It gets dirty way too fast. Now, something that I noticed with the silicone watch band is that it sticks out on the edges where the lugs are. However, this still feels very comfortable on my wrist, even though the Watch 7 is 0.1 grams heavier than the Watch 6. The Watch 7 comes in at 28.8 grams, while the Watch 6 sits at 28.7 grams. I honestly don't think you'll be able to notice that weight difference. I sure couldn't. So the watch retains the glass back and aluminum frame, but it's slightly thicker than the Watch 6. It sits at 9.7mm compared to the 9mm of thickness on the Watch 6. The screen size remains the same at 1.3 inches on the 40mm model, featuring a Super AMOLED display with a resolution of 432 by 432 pixels. It still has an impressive brightness of 2000 nits, making it easy to read what's on the screen even in bright outdoor conditions. The display is covered with sapphire glass that is durable and scratch resistant, but I still slapped on a tempered glass and bumper case on it just in case. So the 1.3-inch screen is just large enough for me to type somewhat accurately. I do still make a few mistakes here and there, but I usually use the voice to text feature that has been working incredibly well. So the Watch 7 comes with 2GB of RAM and doubles the storage from 16GB to 32GB of storage. This allows you to have a larger library of apps and songs downloaded on the watch. Now, where the biggest improvement lies is in the processor. This is using the 3nm Exynos W1000 processor, and Samsung claims that the Galaxy Watch 7 is 3 times faster than the Watch 6. After using the Watch 7 for the past 2 weeks, I can confidently say that it does feel significantly snappier and more fluid when interacting with the OS. Apps load noticeably faster, and Google Maps opens almost instantly. So I've been using Google Assistant instead of Bixby on this watch, and it feels significantly faster at responding. Something to be aware of is that Google Assistant may drain the battery life much faster, and sometimes it stays running in the background, and this quickly depletes the battery, so you will need to check for the background process to stop it. So a bug that I encountered with this watch is that the Google Play Store could not be stopped from running in the background. This was draining my battery incredibly fast. The battery dropped about 30% in just 1 hour, which is just insane. The only way that I was able to stop it was by restarting the watch. Before we move on, I want to give a big thanks to Ekster for sponsoring this segment. Ekster has redefined the wallet with their Parliament and aluminum card holder. These wallets aren't just slim and elegant, they are incredibly practical too. What makes Ekster wallet stand out is the quick access to your cards with just a push of a trigger. You can get the card holder in multiple colors, perfect for dressing up or down. There is also a Pro version featuring a metal trigger and a more ergonomic design. Plus, there are various add-on accessories to tailor the wallet to your preferences. Made from premium leather, the Ekster wallet offers durability and a touch of luxury. It also includes RFID blocking technology to keep your card safe and secure from skimming. Now the best part, you can track your wallet if you ever misplace it thanks to their slim tracking card. And right now you can get up to 25% off using my discount code at checkout. With that being said, let's go ahead and get back to the video. I have the Galaxy Watch 7 connected to my Pixel 8 Pro, so not every feature works as seamlessly as it would with a Samsung phone. For instance, enabling bedtime mode on the watch doesn't turn it on my phone, and turning on the Do Not Disturb mode does not enable it on my phone as well. So if you want a seamless experience, it is best to pair this with a Samsung phone. But you can still use the watch with any other Android device, you'll just need to download a couple plugins to set it up. So the default payment method on the watch is Samsung Pay, but you can change it to Google Pay. However, pressing and holding down the bottom right button will still launch Samsung Pay. Google Pay will simply work when you tap the watch screen on the card reader. So the watch is using Bluetooth version 5.3 and the connection has been strong and stable with my phone. I haven't experienced any connection drops and the phone calls have been going through just fine. I don't usually take calls on the watch, but when I do, it's when I'm either working in my office or cleaning, as it's convenient and I don't have to reach for my phone or earbuds. The microphone and speaker quality is excellent. A great feature on this watch is that you can play music directly from the watch speaker, and you can do this with your downloaded music or from Spotify. And here's a quick sound test to show you how the music sounds on the watch.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain, I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints, money, clown, fame, a disease, a plague, we all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name, all our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy.
While the quality isn't the best, it's pretty good for a watch. Keep in mind that playing music from the watch will significantly drain your battery. The Samsung Galaxy Watch 7 is running Wear OS 5 with One UI 6, and this will roll out to the Watch 6 later on. There are a few new watch faces available here. There's the Simple Digital that has a clean look with a solid color. There's Spatial Number, which has a bubbly look and bounces when you tap it. And then there's the Ultra Info Board, which provides a ton of information at a glance, and by far my favorite one out of the three. Like on the Pixel Watch 2, the always on display on the Watch 7 is now always touch active, so you no longer have to tap the watch to wake it before you interact with it, and this makes the experience feel much smoother. Samsung also introduced a new gesture, and that's the double pinch gesture. I have been using this feature to answer phone calls, and it's been working surprisingly well. And to dismiss the call, you simply have to shake your arm by rotating it twice. You can also use the double pinch gesture when you get a text, and this lets you scroll through the text message and reply with the voice to text. The knock knock gesture, which lets you launch an app of your choice with a double flick of the wrist, has also improved. While it doesn't work 100% of the time, it's much more reliable than it was on the Watch 6, where I could rarely get it to work. This might just be me not flicking my wrist very well, but overall the responsiveness has noticeably improved. The Galaxy Watch 7 features improved health tracking with a new bioactive sensor. It's the first smartwatch from a major manufacturer with FDA-approved sleep apnea detection. It also offers temperature skin detection and snoring detection, all aimed at providing a better understanding of your overall sleep and health. A new feature on here is the energy scores. Samsung states that this metric is a daily measurement of your physical and mental readiness. It analyzes your sleep, activity, and heart rate to calculate it. Samsung gives you a nice list of details of how these factors affect your energy score. And it looks like I have a lot of areas to work on. This also features a dual frequency GPS system, which can track your location more precisely. During my usage, I found the GPS tracking to be good, though not extremely accurate. While it's great for walking, it tends to veer off quite often when you use it to track your bike riding path. Now onto the battery life. So I'm getting about the same battery life as I did with the Galaxy Watch 6. It does hold the same 300 mAh battery, which makes sense, but the processor was supposed to be more efficient. But I haven't noticed much of a difference. With the always on display, 10-minute interval, heart rate tracking, and tilt to wake enabled, I get roughly 28 hours of battery life. Now with the heart rate tracking switched over to continuous, I get roughly 23 hours. With the always on display disabled, I can stretch it to about 44 to 46 hours, so almost 2 full days before I need to recharge it. So I like to keep all the features enabled, so for me this is a full day type of watch. I don't really mind having to charge this at the end of the day since I charge it alongside my phone. But it would have been nice to see a much better battery life on this one. Now there is a notable downgrade on this. Just like on the Pixel smartwatch, you will no longer be able to charge your watch on the back of your phone with the wireless power share. So that's a bummer. I didn't really use this feature often, but it was a nice one to have. So if you were a big fan of this feature and you used it often, then you might be a little disappointed. So the wireless charger on the Galaxy Watch 7 is still the same 10-watt charger, and the charger itself has the voltage and amperage reading on it. It reads 5 volts at 2 amps, which when multiplied together gives you the power, which is 10 watts. So this watch takes roughly 1 hour and 30 minutes for a full charge, which is about the same as the Galaxy Watch 6. After wearing the Galaxy Watch 7 for over 2 weeks now, I didn't notice a huge difference in daily use. While it is significantly faster at loading apps and it offers more precise workout measurements, the overall experience isn't drastically different from the Galaxy Watch 6. If you are not heavily into fitness tracking or don't need that highly precise results, upgrading from the Watch 6 may not be necessary. The real benefits are more noticeable if you're upgrading from the Watch 4 or 5. I recommend waiting for the Galaxy Watch 8 unless you can find a good trade-in deal, in which case it's worth upgrading. Alright, so that does it for today's video. Thank you all for watching, and don't forget to drop a like and subscribe for more tech related content, and I will talk to you on the next one.